So welcome to Wentworth Leisure Centre in Hexham. So today I just thought I'd go and check along as I'm here for the day. Thought I'd go and watch Hexham versus Redrow Welfare in the Northumberland League, and this video will also have a NUFC update. And it's a nice little ground actually in Hexham. I was just passing along and I just seen a few guys playing football, so I thought, I'll go and check it out. And let's wait and see what happens. As you can see there, Hexham are going through their little drill. Oh, what a goal. Great finish. Good save by the keeper. I wonder if Rafa Benitez is scouting any of these fellas. So Hexham are in the yellow and Welfare are in the red. Run, Forest, run! Whee! It's not every day that you go to a ground and they've got a running track on it as well, and they're running it while they're playing a match. To be fair, I don't know who I'm rooting, but probably Hexham because I'm here. Away the team in yellow. Game's underway. Away Hexham. As you can see there in the distance, I'll just zoom in. The linesman there, right, he is representing Redrow tonight. The team are playing in red, and obviously Hexham are in yellow. And there's also a linesman for Hexham. You probably cannot see him, but obviously he is there to try and stop Redrow from being offside, and then obviously the one for Redrow trying to stop Hexham from being offside. But you can tell it's a totally different ball game. Obviously we've got the referee there from the Northumberland League. You've got to try and get people to officiate the game, but you can tell it's different. But I like this ground here in Hexham. It's quite open for a game of football. It's a nice night. And again, I was only here just for a day out. I was about to go home, but I love football that I do. I want to just check it out and see what happens. And I don't often go to non-league games, but this is great. And at the moment we've played about 20-25 minutes and it's 0-0. So yeah, I'll update at half time with the NUFC update. So yeah, that's half time. It's 1-0 to Redrow Welfare. Great goal just a couple of minutes ago, and Hexham have it all to do. So I want to talk about Newcastle United's latest transfer news. So 3 players have left over the last week. Starting off with Emmanuel Revier. He has now joined Metz for £7 million. Agree has been agreed with the French club, and my personal opinion, I'm glad that he's left. For my opinion, he was a flop. He didn't do anything for the club. He rarely did anything to contribute in terms of getting goals, and it was trying to find the right buyer, and it was just trying to get rid of him sooner rather than later. And I'll tell you what, £7 million is an absolute steal. I'll take it. I don't even think he's worth £7 million. I think Metz have completely written themselves off, but hey, who cares? If it frees up the wage bill and helps us to strengthen the team in other areas, then so be it. And like I always say, even though he wasn't good, I wish him all the best at Metz and see what he does there. That's probably his league. So now we're going to be talking about CM de Jong, who we all seen through pre-season. He's our Dutch centre mid. He is now left to join Ajax. He used to play for them before he joined us back in 2014. This was announced on Monday, bank holiday, so it's a couple of days later since he's left. And he went on to say on his Twitter that he's very, very disappointed that it didn't work out the way he wanted to, and he wished he could have done a bit more, but he has gone through a hell of a lot of injuries. He went through a bad eye injury at one point, and he just couldn't break into the team. We did see him through the summer of pre-season. We did see him notably against Hearts, where he made that assist for Dwight Gale, but after that, I thought he would have got a chance in the team, but Rafa doesn't suit him, and yeah, he's off to Ajax, and I wish him all the best. And he did have a few loan deals, most notably at PSV, so he has got the experience, and he has obviously won the Eredivisie for Ajax, so he will be welcome back. And he did say that he's going to watch out for Newcastle, so I wish them all the best there. And last but not least, because obviously I'm not me Sky Sports, so today Grant Hanley, who I quite like as a centre back, has left to join Norwich City on a 3-year contract, and it's an undisclosed fee, but we reckon it could be in the region of around about £4 to £5 million. And again, he leaves with my best wishes. He couldn't quite get into the first team. He didn't quite cut it against Nottingham Forest last week. He was a little bit poor in my opinion. I have been sticking up for him. The only reason I would keep him is because he is potential cover for the team, but if Rafa sees other options, then yeah, you can see the background. You've got Hexham and Redrow Welfare in the background there, just getting ready for the second half. And again, it's one of them things, the wage bill's being freed. the transfer window closes tomorrow, but it'll be closing today as you see this video. And again, it's one of them that you just have to get on with. So we've sold Revie for £7 million. We've sold Revie Grant Hanley for about £4 or £5 million. So there's £13 million. And we've also sold Sam Young for about £4 million. So we've got at least £80 million to work with, and we've been trying getting more players through the door. Apparently Dwight Gale might be going for £12 million to Fulham. I don't think he'll leave, but if he does, well, it's one of them things that happens. And again, we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, I'm going to get back to the second half. Hope you're enjoying the little mini vlog, and let's see what Hexham can do up my end. So yeah, fast start of the second half. I mean, as soon as Redrow came out, they doubled the lead to make it 2-0. That was about 48 minutes in, and then basically Hexham were just right up the pitch, crossed it in from the left, free header for the man, and they've just made it 2-1. So game on. Hexham, ooh, very close for Hexham. Oof, another little chance for Hexham. If I haven't updated you, they're already 3-1 down, but they are giving it their best shot. So it's full time. It's finished. Hexham 1, Redrow 3, and I think Redrow were the better team. I don't know too much about Hexham or Redrow. It was one of those games that come out the blue, a non-league special if you like, and I always say expect the unexpected on this channel, and it was a bit of a non-league special if you like, being the international break, no Newcastle for a couple of weeks. And as you can see there, it's quite quiet in the background. They've all gone in for the warm down, and you wouldn't expect Hexham to be top and Redrow to be bottom, because in non-league football you can't tell the difference. Yes, it did lack quality at times, but you can't, deny the quality, the passion, the desire, all of that, the commitment. It's all there from the non-league teams, and when they put high tackles in, they're not scared to get back up again and get on with it. Whereas the likes of Premier League footballers, Championship footballers, and whatnot, top paid footballers, they tend to go down looking for attention, and that's how it should be. You just get on with it, unless it's a really serious tackle, then yeah, you just you've got to get a bit of attention. But from Hexham, it's been brilliant. Nice little ground from the Wentworth Leisure Centre. Right, I'll see you back at the train station. So I'm back at the train station, and I've got about a good half an hour to wait for the train back to Newcastle, and it's just one of those where you've got to wait, and I should be back for around about 10 o'clock by the time I get the bus now back from Central Station. But it's been a good all-round experience of watching non-league football, and something different for the channel. I will try and do more non-league if I possibly can, especially doing a lot more under-23 football for Newcastle, trying to see how the under-23s progress. Obviously I couldn't go to the Crew game yesterday because it's a bit far away, and I had an early morning start today, but I'll keep an eye on the transfers for Newcastle as I watch on transfer deadline day, and I'll keep you up to date on Friday morning of any incomings or any more outgoings. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to follow me on my social media on Twitter and Instagram. And from Hexham, I'll see you all later. Peace out.